Oh, wait.
Absolutely.
I was supposed to touch that.
She's green.
You're green.
Okay.
Green is good.
Okay. So I'm going to count down from 5. You take it away at 1. That goes on. 5, 4, 3. Not going back yet. Get down. Look it up. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to ILTACON, Tuesday. We are live here on the floor of our business partner hall. We have 4,400 people in attendance at the largest and so far best ILTACON ever. I'm joined by 3 beauties. I'm playing the role of Beast, and we're going to get to know each other just a little bit well. ILTA is the trusted global resource community for legal technologists. Now we're going to start off with an easy question. The first one, which one of you is Joy?
She is.
This young lady right there.
That would be me.
Now we're going to pivot to Dawn. So Dawn, in one sentence, how would you describe your job?
I am the chaos coordinator.
Chaos coordinator.
How's that? Or the chief experience officer, making sure that you have a great experience with ILTA.
Can I blend those and make you the chief chaos coordinator?
That works too.
All right. Now, Jannise, you're the newest member of the team. Is that
I
correct?
am,
All
I
right.
am.
Now, I'm going to double dog dare you to correct me if I get any of this wrong.
Okay.
So your life has been amazingly easy. Opportunities have been given to you. Doors have been held open, and you've just sort of coasted the whole way. Did I get any of that wrong?
All of it.
Okay, would you please tell me why?
Nothing came easy. The road was never straight. It's been very windy, and you have to fight for everything that you get. Yes.
Okay, and now this is a little bit of a tough question. Just want to give you a heads
Okay.
up. Are you having to fight at ILTA?
Absolutely not.
And why is that?
We really focus on the 3 C's. We focus on community. We focus on connection, and when we do that really well, we're able to create amazing content.
Gotcha. And does it feel genuine to you?
It feels 100% authentic.
And how long did it take for you to feel genuinely a part of all of it?
Oh my gosh, my journey started before it was ever called ILTA, back when I was 19 years old, so for
Okay.
a very long time.
And you were doing what when you were 19?
I was a secretary.
You went from secretary to what you are right now. And by the way, what is your role?
I'm the VP of content here at
The
ILTA.
VP of Content Creation. Now, I have the opinion that that's an important role.
I would agree with you.
Okay.
Yes.
And what do you do with it?
We do everything from publications, it's like this one here, all the way to working with all of our communities and helping them professionally develop and create some of the most amazing peer-driven content.
Okay. Now, you pointed to this book. Does
Yes.
anybody know anything about the book?
A little bit.
Will you tell us, Jim?
Well, I would rather hear it from the people that actually made the book.
Well, Lessons in Leadership, which actually came out today as a book launch, ILTA's first book launch, which I think is pretty good since it's our 45th anniversary, so it's kind of important, right? But it's a collection of leadership stories from our ILTANs, from some of our business partners, even from our staff members, like the 2 that are flanking me right now. And it's inspiring. There's some really great stories in there. I think anybody who reads it's going to be able to take something away and add it to their life and say, yeah, it either validates something that they already feel, or it's going to inspire them to do more and be more.
Wow. And how hard was it to get the book made?
The physical part of getting the book made was easy. Getting everyone's photos and their contracts and their stories, that was a little bit more wrangling.
Okay, let the record state that the executor of chaos did a great job of herding cats to make this fabulous book come together.
Amazing.
I'm gonna give some kudos to my staff for
Please do.
helping in that. But
Humble
Sarah
brag.
Grace Johnson was pretty instrumental in that. She did a great job.
Go Sarah.
All right, so Joy, I asked which one of you was first, and that was you. Okay, so I'm coming back to you.
Yeah.
Now, I read your story in the book. You said you're tall. You said you got long arms. You said you're built for hugs. Okay, so I'm going to agree with all that. I'm curious how you developed the super skill of recognizing excellent talent and building a wonderful team.
Well, that I've done, and not by accident. You know, part of it is it starts with you can see someone in another role and see how they carry themselves. You see how they interact with others and think that person is an ILTAN, right? They will fit with us. You see a level of energy, and that's even in an interview. Is someone come into it energetic or not energetic? Are they engaged? Are they not engaged? I kind of take the skills part as being table stakes, right? They know how to do certain things, but you have to have that intangible quality to be really effective here. So I look for, you used the term earlier today, Jim, sparkle. I look for sparkle, I look for energy, I look for commitment, and I look for people who are willing to engage, because working with a group of volunteers all the time is one of the most rewarding things you'll ever do, but it's very different. People will ask me, Joy, how big is your staff? And I said, well, it's 40 or 440, depending on how you look at it. Getting work done in conjunction with people who have day jobs takes special qualities. These two have it in spades.
Wow.
Thank
That's a
you.
powerful statement. Congratulations, ladies. And I've got a follow-up question for you, Joy. Now, I've noticed, and you put it in your book, that you like to give hugs.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, you've given me one or two over the years. And
Yeah.
I have to say that they've been performance-enhancing hugs. I mean, that's the secret sauce here at ILTA. You're the only CEO that I've ever interacted with that genuinely cares at like a molecular level with everybody that you interact with. And that is a superpower. How did you learn to care?
I think from my parents.
Wow.
I think it's the care you get, right? And then I think, you want to have some fun, I do too, but there's a serious part here. I think it also comes from being a parent.
Mm-hmm.
When you become a parent, you love people in a way that is impossible to imagine until you become a parent. And I'm about to become a grandparent. I understand that's a whole different level. But the thing is, I think also for me, I'm wired to see the good in people first. And so everybody has something to love. Although I will say there was one partner in my old law firm that every time I would interact with him, I would say to myself, his mother loves him, his mother loves him.
Gotcha. So coming back to you, Jannise, so you said you started your career as a secretary, 19 years old. Okay, so let's see, as you approach 30 and you're now VP at ILTA, how do you translate your past real-world experience into effectively communicating with people who are at different points along their journey?
I'm thirsty for technology. I've always had that thirst. And so being able to translate that and help my team also be thirsty, it changes how you interact with people, it changes your why, and it creates a level of purpose that just requires you to always try and be your best. And so I think that is one of the things that we really try and work with our volunteers on. Try to be more, do more, and put yourself in positions where you're working on things so that when you get that opportunity, you are very well prepared to step in with greatness.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Dawn, coming back to you, I'm curious. So you've been with ILTA now for about 6 years.
Coming up on 8.
You've been with ILTA for 8 years. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's a little different now than it was then.
It is.
There was a middle part of the journey where it was really different.
Yeah.
Okay. When you are walking around and you're thinking of how can we do it even better, what are some of the thoughts, what are some of the processes? You're a very creative person. How do you focus that energy? What do you focus upon? How do you execute upon that?
So every year that we do this is different. Every year. Even if we think all things are equal, it never is. And so we try to focus on what happened the year before, how we can make tweaks and changes to make that experience better. Look at the market, see how the market is shifting and changing. And also, what are the needs of the ILTAs? So if ILTAns have certain needs, what can we do differently in order to focus a little differently in order to make that happen? Just as this conference, right? We have some new technology features that we're working on. This right here is a perfect example of that. We have some leadership aspects that we're doing a little bit differently. Our opening keynote was a little different. We didn't bring in somebody on technology on that one. We were speaking to the person, the source of the soul, because we have noticed that is something that we kind of need right now, right? We have too many people who are working tirelessly and not doing self-care, and we need to make sure that in order to bring our best selves to the game, we have to start with ourselves first. So I think Ryan Campbell was a great way to start the week out. And of course, ILTAs really like to have a good time. So we've added a lot of fun attributes this time too. So it's actually been really great. So yeah.
Thank you for that answer. Thank you for bringing your A-game.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So, Joy, one thing that I'd also like to explore, because a lot of people don't know this, there's at least 3 parts to the ILTA triangle, and sometimes I think there's, it's like a 4-sided triangle.
Yeah.
All right. There's clearly there's members like me.
Yeah.
Okay. There's the ILTA staff, all right? And something that we don't talk a lot about are all of our business sponsors. And I would like to hear your thoughts on the criticality of that triangle working.
Well, let's start with, I think a lot of people see when they're at ILTACON, they see the exhibitors here. We're in the exhibit hall. They see that piece of it. They don't see the year-round commitment that our business partners have to us of providing content, delivering local meetings, going to our smaller events, sponsoring those, speaking at those. But one of the things we added several years ago was the opportunity for our business partners to volunteer. So we have business partners on the ILTACON committee, on the Evolve committee, on the councils. They're serving as mentors. So they're much more enmeshed in the ILTA community. So it feels more like not 3, but 1. Because of the way all 3 groups work together. So even the staff provide content on leadership, other topics. Everybody pitches in to stuff bags and put lanyards on badges. There's very little distinction once you get into the work of delivering what we deliver among the 3.
Gotcha. Now I'm going to throw this question out to the table. One of the things that I'm picking up and I believe in is that if you want to be a part of ILTA, you can.
You betcha.
So when we're talking about inclusivity and we're talking about equity, what does that mean to you and how do we propagate that?
I always like to think of us as welcoming. I want anyone who is engaging with ILTA for the first time to feel first and foremost welcome. We are so happy you are here. How can we help you? And then people want to jump in and help themselves, also be of assistance. So I think for me, inclusivity is about welcoming everyone. And that's everyone. And if we do that, great things will happen.
I'll jump in on that. So one of the things that I think is a little different for ILTA versus other associations and organizations is our mentor program. And that spills over into other aspects. So like when you came to orientation, we had people actively talking about make sure you look for that light blue ribbon on the badges. Make sure you talk to those first timers. It changes their experience. It changes how they see ILTA. It gets them involved almost immediately. And then we actually see our volunteer rates start increasing too, because they get into that secret sauce. And the secret sauce is just the people. And it's the authenticity.
I can't tell you how many people, this to me is very rewarding. Every year will come up to me and say, I don't know if you remember me, but you welcomed me the first time I came to an ILTACON, and I never forgot it, and now I do XYZ. Wow.
That's awesome. Jannise, are you having some of those moments too?
All the time. My entire career, how I've grown as a human, a lot of it collectively happens within the ILTA organization. You walk in and you just feel so welcome, and it gives you the courage to try. It gives you the courage to be inquisitive. It gives you the courage to ask the questions and then raise your hand. And the first time you raise your hand and you do something and you complete the task, it's addictive. And then you just want to come back. And then other people see you start to mature. They see you grow. They see you engaging in different things. And then they want to participate. They want to be a part of the party. So that's really what it's like here.
That's awesome. In the spirit of inclusivity, one of the things that ILTA has recently embarked upon in a really big way is making the I in international capitalized.
Yep.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so we've had success with our lovely friends over in the United Kingdom, but rumor has it ILTA's gone to Brazil, ILTA's gone to Australia, ILTA I think recently went to Italy. What have you learned from that? How do you try something? How do you blend cultures? While it's all ILTA, it's all different. I mean, what's the challenges around all
I'm
that?
going to ask Dawn to take that one first, and I'll jump in.
The first thing I would say is it's all legal technology, and it's all people. So we already speak a common language, no matter what the language difference happens to be. And we've not even had that as an issue, really. So this year we have done Sao Paulo, Brazil, had a great event there. We've gone to Costa Rica, we've been in Milan, we've been in Madrid, we have been in London, we will be in Germany and in Edinburgh and in Dublin and in Copenhagen, all across Canada coming up. So we're taking the message out there. And the events that are taking place this week, the education, we are curating that information into key summaries and points to where we can take ILTACON back to them. For those who choose to take August as a vacation, I don't blame them, I would too. But they take the whole month off, or maybe they're just not able to come. So we're going to come back to them. And hopefully by doing this, they kind of see the special sauce and they want to be a part of it. We start expanding our volunteerism. We start expanding the education. They see the value in that. And then we just continue growing ILTA until we've literally wrapped ourselves right back around where we started from.
Gotcha.
And we try to have local representatives, agents, if you will, that can help us understand the culture.
Yep.
And they're as simple as things like, oh, we don't do breakfast meetings in Milan. You'll never get anyone to a 7:30 meeting. Okay, good. That's good to know. Or in Madrid, we did a dinner that started
9 p.m. It's over at 1 a.m.
But that's when they eat dinner. I mean, if it had been up to Dawn and me, we would have scheduled it at 6 and they would have thought we were out of our minds. So just having someone there to tell us what that little local tweak is makes an enormous difference. And a lot of those people learn about us here at ILTACON. They may come for the first time and say, I want to bring this back to Sao Paulo.
Yep.
I want to bring this back to Costa Rica. I want to bring this back to Milan. And Milan was particularly interesting. We've done a couple of events in Milan, but our big event we did in May, we partnered with an organization called Cosmonauts. It's a for-profit events company. They're here. They handled, because they had boots on the ground there, which we did not have. So they handled all the logistics. We designed all the content, and we had 500 people over a 2-day event in Milan. That was fabulous.
What a good challenge. What a good challenge. All right, so I'm getting the sign to wrap things up. I've got 2 questions. Now, the first of which is the ILTA experience doesn't end at the end of this week. What's next?
Wow. Well, it depends on what you're doing with your day, because we have an entire website. We have a new application called My ILTA that you can download on your phone that will connect you back to all the events that we have going on in your own hometown.
And you can listen to all of our podcasts.
You can listen to all of our podcasts, like this one, which won't be showing today, but it'll pop up later on. We have, there's webinars that happen all the time. We have a whole road show going on in September, then one in October. We have volunteer meetings. We have ILTACON Europe coming up in November, and we'll be doing a little road show post that as well. And there's rumors that we may even be in Argentina before the year is out. So if you want to get involved, if you want to get involved, like, there's a place for you. If you need a community, there's one for you. If you need a mentor, there's one for you. We have something for everyone here, and it doesn't matter where you are on the continent. It doesn't matter where you are on the level of your journey in your role. You have a place at ILTA.
And one of the things I have to add here, a lot of people aren't aware that our membership is entity-based. So Jim's at Fenwick and West. For what the dues is, anyone from Fenwick can participate.
Absolutely.
Anyone.
The mentoring program is free. The webinars are free. The podcasts are free. Many of our events are free or very low cost. We have a really interesting event coming up in December, which is designed for IT directors and CIOs to work with heads of information governance together in the same room across 3 time zones with workshops. There'll be a virtual component. I mean, it's exciting, and you've got a million pieces of digital education coming out.
Absolutely. We have all of our members can write, they can submit their articles. We have the peer-to-peer that's coming out. We have our ILTA Pulse website that's now available. It's available right in front of the firewall, and individuals can submit articles there as well and work with our content teams in creating content. So wherever they want, we have.
And be on the lookout. One of our marquee publications is due out in just a few weeks, the ILTA Tech Survey.
Ooh, that's always a
It's
good one.
one of our biggest
Yes.
launches of the year. We're doing a session on it here at ILTACON. We had nearly 600 firms participate. It's a fabulous resource.
That's
and just
really
a
cool.
plug, if you participate, you get it for free. Participate next year, please.
Absolutely. All right, Jannise, my last question to you, and then I'm going to follow up with one for Joy. It's a hot mic. You're a successful woman at a pivotal point in time in a credible organization, and I want to hear what you are awesome at. What is your superpower? What do you bring to the game?
I am awesome at finding individuals that have passion and making them great and being able to create content, but more importantly, having the confidence in themselves to make connections, to create a pathway for themselves.
I would drop the mic, but I'd get yelled at. That's an awesome answer.
Thank you.
Joy, you've been CEO now for 6 years.
Well, like Dawn, almost 8.
Almost 8, all right. 6, 8, details.
Whatever it is. It's their even numbers.
It's been a moment. You've been there and you've gotten a few t-shirts. When you look back over the last 8 years, what are you most proud of?
Oh, I'm proud of who we are. I'm proud of our culture. I mean, it was funny because in the G100 meeting yesterday, our chair, Jay Noggle, stood up and said, all of our firms compete with each other, yet in this room we're friends. Like, that's it, right?
Yeah.
It's that sense that, a rising tide raises all boats. Whatever it is, we have a lot of issues in common. We help each other. No one thinks twice about it. And along the way, Jim, as you say, we have a little fun.
We have a little bit of fun. Alrighty, folks, we're going to wrap up this wonderful podcast. I'd like to thank ILTA for having the opportunity to participate. Jannise, I respect you. Dawn, I respect you. Joy, I respect you. On behalf of all of the members that are here at ILTA, thank you for helping make all of this happen. And whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. It's working.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Go ILTA. Thank you very much.
Go
Thanks.
ILTA.